So it seems like I have ADHD. Now what? Hello guys, this is Asalgus. You can call me Alba, that's what the A stands for, and welcome to my YouTube channel, my art YouTube channel. I'm already forgetting things. I want to do a bit of a personal video today, and well, last week I finally went to the psychologist for the longest time, for the first time forever, and I got a diagnosis for what I have, like a real diagnosis, not a wrong one, like I've had for years, which is ADHD. For those who don't know what ADHD is, it stands for Attention Deficit and Hyperactivity Disorder, although it's kind of a wrong name for what it is actually. And well, there's a ton of videos on YouTube describing it. For example, there is this, I'm gonna link it up there. There's this video on how to ADHD that explains it perfectly for general public. But basically, it's like ADHDers, our brains don't have the right connections, let's say like that, our neurotransmitters, something like that, don't work the same way that a neurotypical person's brain will work. So it's very difficult to stay focused on task, to switch our attention to one thing to another, which it happens a lot to me. So today I want to talk about this a little bit more, because it's basically what has stopped my art career for the longest time. And now that I know what it is, I feel like I can start it and learn how to deal with this. So meanwhile, I'm going to be playing this painting process in the background. It's two different pieces that are from the same series, and well, I'll explain later maybe if I remember. So for me, having this diagnosis is everything. It has explained why I do certain stuff, why I can't commit to one project, why it's so hard, and I'm so hard on myself when it comes to entrepreneurship and everything. And I really recommend everyone who has, the slightest suspicion that they might have ADHD to just seek a professional, especially a specialized professional on ADHD. I don't know if it makes sense. I'm sorry, as I mentioned, my English is not perfect, especially at 7 a.m. in the morning, because it's so hard I can't record any other time. But yes, even any other mental health condition, I really think that seeking help from a professional is the best thing you can do, no matter your profession, no matter what what you really want to accomplish in your life. It's really important that we're healthy in our bodies, in our minds. And for me, this diagnosis is, closing a chapter of basically self-destruction, and opening a new one to self-care, and opening a new one to know, this is fine. And I'm not lazy, I'm not disorganized, I'm not what I am, but not in the neurotypical way. And and I can do things, but I need to do them my way. So having ADHD for all my life now and not knowing it has put a lot of obstacles and difficulties on my way. That's why I'm in my 30s now, and I still haven't got my audience built or anything, because I just couldn't do it. I didn't know how to cope with it. And there's so many things that I've just started and then get bored. I don't get the right amount of motivation to go through it, and it's just so hard if I don't have that. So this is like a starting point now, and I'm glad that I got diagnosed. But at the same time, it kind of like sucks because you're not able to function the way most people do. It definitely affected me with my own. Well, as soon as I stopped studying and started choosing paths in life, that's when it really hit me. And now I see it back and I recognize all these little things from ADHD all around my life, and it hurts. And it's very hard not to think about all the wasted time. But yeah, it affected me tremendously. And periods of life that I thought it was, oh, this is art block. It wasn't. It was ADHD just kicking and having this anxiety and depression episodes, and it's just it just makes sense now, but it's been really hard. What I've always struggled with is staying in a project, staying put in a project. I like, my mind is creating stories all the time. It's creating new business opportunities, new characters, new everything, new illustrations I want to make, new comics I want to draw. And it's so hard to just say, okay, I'm gonna commit to this one. I'm not gonna go, from one to another. It's just something that it's quite impossible for me in this moment, since I still haven't started my therapy. These two art pieces that you're seeing in the background are an example for that. Those were meant to be for our shop, first shop ever, called Cute and Bloom. And it worked for a while. We really liked it. I really liked it for a while, but with time I kind of grew tired of it. Like, the art style wasn't my thing. So I wasn't comfortable with it. I couldn't create. I had no ideas. I couldn't draw for like art for the shop. And I gave up. So Kid and Bloom fit. It fit my aesthetic, but it didn't fit my art and my inside and everything in my mind. Also, I wanted to start drawing Leafy Corner, which is the comic from the characters from my previous video. You can go and check it. And although I love the character design, I really, really love the characters, it's something that I can't see myself drawing long term, because it's not my kind of story. I like plot twists. I don't know. I'm always thinking of things like that. Full stories that will say, oh my god, how could this happen? And everything was written from the beginning. It's kind of like my style. So I temporarily dropped Leafy Corner because of that. Because I need to be prepared. I need to feel like my mental state is the proper one, that I've learned my tools and I can manage. So right now I'm focusing on small comics, short comics, especially from Honey Farmer. You will see one very soon. And it's going to be really hard to manage social media, stay consistent on videos. Yesterday, actually, I was struggling, thinking, oh my god, I want to make a video. I don't know what to make it, what about. But I knew that I wanted to make it. And it was because I put myself a deadline of minimum 2 videos a month. I already uploaded one, and I wanted so hard to make it that I just came up, with this idea, with the content, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna wake up early, and I'm gonna make it happen, because if I don't do it, nobody else is gonna make it for me. And it's time. It's already time to take my art career and just keep going with it. And I have to say this. It's not something that I can leave out of the video. A lot of people just say to anyone struggling with their careers, oh, just do it. Think of it as if it was a, corporate job. And it doesn't help to people with ADHD. For me, it's one of the most harmful comments that I could hear, because I keep trying and I keep saying things to myself that I shouldn't be saying. And having someone else from outside kind of reinforcing that makes me want to do some more self-damage on myself emotionally, and to ask myself things that I can't ask because I'm not a neurotypical person and I can't accomplish what someone else's can. but I can do so many other things. It's not all bad. I don't want to be, leave this video saying like ADHD sucks. I mean, it does, but there are some little things here and there that are very nice, and I want to embrace it and give a positive message. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want, you can follow me through social media. I'm not very active, I must say. I want to be more active on Instagram. You can check our shops in the links below. And I'm gonna leave links for, guys, if you suspect, if you think you might have ADHD, I'm gonna leave some videos down below that will help you see through it. Although I don't recommend doing self-diagnose. I recommend going through a specialized psychiatrist or psychologist in therapy, and just recognize what you need and take any advice from professionals that you can, because that's really going to make the difference. So that's it. That's it for this video. I'm gonna finally say goodbye. I'm not gonna make it this any longer. Bye bye.